Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Yolanda here, and today I wanted to share some of my favorite self-awareness apps, spiritual apps. So I'm going to share with you 4 apps that I use on my iPhone. The first app that I use is called The Pattern. The Pattern is it's not an astrology app per se. Well, let me just read to you what it says. Based on decades of research, we aim to give you the most in-depth and comprehensive information about yourself, your relationships, and the various time periods in your life. We aren't here to make predictions or judgments, but rather provide you with tools that highlight events affecting your life. By better understanding your own strengths and challenges, as well as those of your friends and romantic partners, you will be empowered to make the best choices for yourself. Ideally, what you discover about yourself will reflect back things you already know, but may not always trust or accept. We believe that we are all part of a larger pattern, and your very existence is significant. We hope you enjoy the pattern. So you input your birthday, place of birth, time of birth, like you would in an astrology app, but it doesn't talk about the planets and stars and the alignment and zodiac signs in the pattern. So the pattern talks about your patterns based on the time you were born. And it also can show you, like it said, your patterns in relationship to others and also your patterns in relationship to the world. So if you click on your profile, it shows you your pattern and the different ones, how long they're supposed to last. And then you can click on your timing, which again goes more in depth to those patterns, as well as including future upcoming patterns. And then you can also look at the world timing and see how your patterns relate to greater trends going on. So when you go to the home page, I don't have notifications. Some people get the pattern sent to them daily, so when they wake up, the message is there. I don't think that's a good idea because depending on what the pattern is, if that's the first thing you read in the morning, you might feel some type of way. So I generally, when I remember, I click on it and just see what it says for the day. So you can read through those, and each one allows you can just read the one message for that day, or if you click go deeper, you can read the full information. So when I first downloaded the pattern, each day when it sent me a new message, I would read the whole thing. I don't necessarily recommend that because what it does is sends you one piece of information per day. So if you read all of them in one day, when you see them pop up each day, then you're gonna be like, oh, I already read that. So if you like a little bit of surprise, if you want to take this process slowly and, meditate on each message, I recommend not going deeper and just reading that day's message and meditate on that. I also use CoStar. So CoStar is an astrology app. And again, you have to put in your birthday, time of birth, place of birth. And then it also gives you information based on where the planets are aligned, where your planets are aligned personally, the trends, movements of those planets and stars on a daily basis, and how that connects to you. So each day it has a message. Again, it will send you this message if you choose to turn on notifications. I don't. I just read the message when I click on the app. So today the message is ask questions that bring the world to its knees. So you'll see they highlight your strengths. So it says power in thinking and creativity, spirituality, social life, sex and love, trouble with work and self. And then if you click on the top part for today, it'll take you to an extended explanation as well as information about each area that is highlighted. When you click on the details, it gives you a little bit more information, but it also shows you the actual alignment of the transits, the planets, the stars. So if you click on details, then it gives you a specific date, and then it shows you where everything is aligned for this time period. It also has your chart, which is easily accessible. It shows you the signs and where they fall in your houses. Each house has a different significance or meaning. It doesn't show you all 12 houses. It just shows you, I guess, significant ones. So there's that. And then for each of the planets, each of the signs and their planets, it gives you an explanation. And this is always available. You can look at it at any time. And if you want to compare yourself to a friend or a significant other, if you go back to your home and where it shows friends, I have one friend in here. I can click on their profile and it says compatibility. So it's showing the things we have in common, compatible, the things that we don't, and then it gives you an explanation for each one of those items. And you can see updates for this person. And depending on the person and if they were born in the same decade or the same generation, what they call it, as you might have some larger things in common. So then I have two meditation apps that I use, Chakra Meditation and Liberate. Chakra Meditations, I downloaded this originally while I was in Mexico just to help me with my depression while I was there. And because I was also learning about the chakras for the first time while I was there. So I like to use this app from time to time. As you can see, each chakra, the screen changes color, as well as the music, the tone of the music. You can do a root to crown chakra meditation or a crown to root chakra meditation. You can also just select one to meditate on if you choose to. If you're trying to, unblock or balance a chakra, you may just want to focus on one. You can also change the background sounds. So they have nature sounds, water, rain, wind blowing, crickets chirping, leaves falling. So you can change that as the background sound. Okay. And you can go to the settings. You can adjust the main volume, the background volume. You can set the timer for how many minutes you want it to stay on each chakra, from 1 minute to 60 minutes. And then if you wanted to go from root to crown, then you can turn this on and it will. And generally I do 2 minutes per chakra. All right, so the final app is Liberate. Liberate is the newest app. It was just released a few months ago, I want to say. This is an app for BIPOC, so Black, Indigenous people of color. And the teachers on this app are all BIPOC. Depending on the topic, you can choose, what you want to meditate on. They talk about the ancestors, they talk about race, they talk about gender, in addition to, the normal topics like mindfulness, love, self-worth, clarity. They go into those things, which is why I like this app, Liberate. You can select your favorites. So one of my favorites is Ashe, Becoming Ancestors and Powerful. You see the teacher, they give a little introduction to it. Most of the meditations have a talk, so you can listen to a talk about the meditation, and usually it's a talk they have given somewhere live that's been recorded, and then you have the option of choosing a 5, 10 minute, 15 minute, 20 minute meditation that relates to that topic. So I like this app. I like listening to Black and other BIPOC people talk about these topics. Even the talks are forms of meditation for me. Just listening to someone talk that has a very soothing voice can be a form of meditation. So, like I said, this app is new. It's free. You can download it. They are fundraising right now to keep the operation going. So, if you feel moved to donate, feel free to do so. All of the apps that I have downloaded and talked about today are free, except the Chakra Meditation app. It was like $2, maybe $4. If you are interested in downloading any of these apps, I will put the links in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.